I wanted to learn to write. I had already written before, I had already published before, but I wanted to go to school to make myself better.
What brings me back over and over is very simple. It's the community.
The location of the program was one of the first things that drew me to it.
It feels like you're in another planet. And then you get down to the lake, and the lake has this sort of majestic quality to it.
Students and faculty come from all over the country, different parts of the world, and we come up to this beautiful place up in the mountain right over the water.
It's sort of the atmosphere there really lends itself to creativity.
You can write to the world. I mean, you can go somewhere and you can be totally alone with your work.
Studying in Lake Tahoe is a writer's dream.
This test loop until 10, and then they're going to put on the real. Oh no, she said that it started and that this is the real welcome video. Brenda left.
It's already been 10 yet.
Tell them to come back.
I'm gonna tell my mom.
You know, does my son or daughter going to come here and be distracted by world-class cycling, world-class mountain biking, world-class skiing and climbing? And it actually works inversely. It actually ends up being the inspiration as opposed to the distraction.
What we're finding, what I'm finding with my kids, is they're expected to come into their first job professionally ready. They have to have confidence, they have to have skills, they should have had an internship behind them, they should have adults that they've interacted with that they're really comfortable with, and this just doesn't happen everywhere. And one of the reasons I'm involved in this college, and I donate a lot of my time and effort and money to this university, is because this is one of the rare places that does that.
The most appealing aspect of Sierra Nevada University for me is the easy accessibility that students have to world-class entrepreneurs who have settled in the Lake Tahoe area. You're not going to find that in any other school in the United States, or for that matter, anywhere in the world. I was a software executive. I settled here. I spent a lot of time working with students. Students throughout each of the academic departments here have access to people like me who can give them lessons about how to succeed in business, how to succeed in life outside of the classroom.
So we truly develop leaders. And when we develop leaders, we're basically the same skills that it takes to put on a pair of hiking boots and travel with a small group through rugged terrain are the same skills that it takes to be successful in life.
As a teacher, my ultimate goal is to create an environment that generates questioning and discovery. The thing that separates the S&C art department from a lot of other art departments is that our BFA students get a solo show. They're given a gallery, and their job is to fill that gallery. You share with the public, you share it with your own art community, and that's what art's about. It's about making a unique statement about the world, and the students get to do that here.
You do it. Yeah.
I knew it.
Samir, how did you get that hat on that hair?
Yeah. Oh. Ow.
Well, that's essentially how I feel about life. Full of loneliness and misery and suffering and unhappiness, and it's all over much too quickly.
rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, and welcome to this special gathering of celebration. We're together while being in many locations for this first commencement of Sierra Nevada University. We're holding it on the 49th anniversary of the first commencement of Sierra Nevada College, held in 1971. We're grateful to have this opportunity to honor and to cheer those who are graduating today. We applaud their achievements, which have led to the degrees that they've earned. Although we congratulate and honor those graduates, we also recognize that there are many people who have helped them come to this point and earn their degrees. Families, their classmates, their friends, professors here, all those who are associated with Sierra Nevada University, including our trustees and people in the Incline Village community. Today's celebration of achievement and admiration is about our graduates, but it's also about everyone who encouraged them and supported them along the way. I want to offer some special thoughts to those graduating with a bachelor's degree from the College of Entrepreneurial Leadership here on this lovely campus. In your final year on this campus, you had the opportunity to practice and experience entrepreneurial leadership at its best. On the first day of classes in September, all of our systems and classes were disrupted as a result of a ransomware attack. You and everyone who could help worked together and adapted in order to succeed during that tough beginning of the fall semester. Then, as the final classes of the spring semester were about to resume after your spring break, the coronavirus pandemic caused the campus to be largely closed, events canceled, and all of your classes offered virtually. Again, you saw our faculty and yourselves acting as entrepreneurial leaders with quick and effective responses to this significant and unexpected challenge. As difficult and as unsatisfying as this experience was for everyone, you learned valuable lessons that can't be obtained from a textbook or classroom discussions. Those lessons include resilience to deal with unexpected tough situations, courage to venture outside of your comfort zone, and humility, understanding that life will not always give you what you hope. All graduates, as you're honored today, wherever you might be with your family and friends, please accept our admiration for what you've achieved and what you've experienced, which has made you stronger, wiser, and more capable to succeed no matter what comes your way. We're super proud of you.
As president of Sierra Angels, I am honored to present our Entrepreneur of the Year Award. This award was reestablished in 2015 to recognize outstanding entrepreneurial thinking and achievement. The award recipient embodies the entrepreneurial mindset and has achieved significant entrepreneurial accomplishments, a commitment to entrepreneurship in our community, and a dedicated relationship with Sierra Angels and Sierra Nevada University. Sierra Angels promotes and supports innovative company formation and growth by providing mentoring and funding for meritorious early-stage companies. With those things in mind, it is my great pleasure to present this year's award to Mike Chestone. Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you for your kind words, Roland, and congratulations to the Sierra Nevada University graduating class of 2020. As a former Sierra Angels intern and graduate of Sierra Nevada College, I'm humbled and honored to have been selected as the recipient of the Sierra Angels Entrepreneur of the Year Award. My time as a student had a profound impact on my life, and I am forever grateful for the incredible community of people that I met throughout my journey. These experiences have shaped the course of my life, teaching me to act boldly and to relentlessly pursue my passions in both my personal and professional life. I've been fortunate to have had a very fulfilling career with a primary focus on the development, finance, and construction of large-scale power facilities. To date, I have originated or been a major contributor to projects all over the world comprised of over 10 million solar panels and totaling over $2.5 billion in value. After my graduation in 2007, I never would have imagined that I would have had the opportunity to travel the world doing something that I loved and all the while getting paid to do it. The weeks and months after graduation will be exciting for some of you and nerve-wracking for others as you begin to plot the course of your future, especially in these unprecedented times. Don't let these temporary setbacks define your trajectory. My career also began at the beginning of a very challenging economic time, although I do have to admit the trips to the grocery store weren't nearly as weird and I wasn't whipping up hand sanitizer in my kitchen sink. When entering the job market squarely in the middle of the Great Recession of 2008, times were tough and I was competing for positions against candidates with much stronger resumes than mine. Hold your heads high, work hard, and stay determined. Make bold moves and be assertive. Apply for the job that is seemingly out of your reach. The perseverance that you've shown in obtaining your degree, along with the tools and creative problem-solving skills that you've acquired throughout your education, will provide you with a distinct advantage in overcoming any adversity that may lie ahead. Before I head back into quarantine here, I'd like to thank my family, friends, professors, the Board of Trustees, the Sierra Angels, and all of the people that selflessly donate their time and money supporting students on their path to success. I'd especially like to thank Bob Goff for his tireless dedication to his interns, the community, and the pursuit of entrepreneurial excellence. Bob had a saying that always resonated with me, which is, do some good, have some fun, and make some money. I hope that every one of you aspire to do great things, swing for the fences, and I wish you all the success in the world. Thank you, and be well.
Albert Einstein once said, "Logic will lead you from point A to point B. Imagination will take you everywhere." And this year, more than any other, has been a year where we've needed the vehicle of art to take us beyond our own four walls. With the closure of the campus due to COVID-19, our senior BFA exhibitions had to move online. I've had the pleasure of attending these virtual exhibitions, and I witnessed the fierce desire on the part of our student artists to create, to share, and communicate about art, regardless of their ability to be present within the four walls of a gallery. Our student artists are adventurers, and they embraced this experience and this challenge as an expedition into the unknown. I'm particularly proud of their artistic fortitude this year. The need for their work and the perspective they share on the world in which we find ourselves is more important than ever. With this in mind, it's my pleasure to introduce the 2020 Perspectives on Design Award for Outstanding Student Artists. The POD Award for Outstanding Student Artists was established with a significant endowment from two anonymous donors. These donors have a deep love of higher education and the arts, and they're committed to supporting students as they pursue their artistic endeavors. The award recognizes extraordinary student talent. It provides a stipend to support the expense of creating art. It supports travel that provides exposure to the greater art community regionally and nationally. and it provides a special showing in a venue selected with the student and the university. It is my deep pleasure to announce the 2020 winner of the Perspectives on Design Award, Ryan McCarthy. Ryan, we congratulate you for your excellent interdisciplinary artwork on your most recent show, I Am You, You Are Me.
My name is Ryan McCarthy. I don't like labels, but one label I do like that I will give myself is that of an artist. I'm okay with being called an artist because I have this constant nagging feeling deep inside that drives everything I do. This compulsion to constantly make, to constantly use my hands and be doing. I express myself better with my hands than through words. Art to me is more than just making something that can be appreciated for its beauty. For me, art is a way to better understand myself, the world around me, and to have a touchstone, so to say, to measure the world against.
It is my honor to introduce to you Elisa Robinson, the class of 2020 valedictorian. Elisa has been an outstanding student here at Sierra Nevada University, a psychology major who has conducted and presented her research at major academic conferences. She has also served the university and fellow students as a teaching assistant, a tutor, and a student mentor. For several years, Elisa contributed to those in need in our local community as a support group co-facilitator at the Douglas Center of Hope and Healing and as a volunteer at the Lake Tahoe Truckee Leadership Program. While a student, Elisa recognized the important complementary relationships between psychology and various forms of media. This insight led her to minor in marketing and offer innovative ideas based on her insights. Please welcome Elisa Robinson, scholar, volunteer, innovator, entrepreneurial leader, and the class of 2020 valedictorian.
Thank you, and welcome President Dr. Ed Schau, Provost Shannon Beats, Board of Trustee members, esteemed guests, faculty, families, friends, and of course my fellow graduates to the 50th Annual Sierra Nevada University Commencement Ceremony. As valedictorian of the graduating class of 2020, I am honored to follow the footsteps of 49 other individuals who have stepped upon this podium to deliver their final farewells, while simultaneously being the first valedictorian of Sierra Nevada University. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. It has been a long road of late nights and early mornings, but somehow we made it. I remember sitting in Marketing 440 not long ago when Professor Jonathan Brighter asked if any of us had heard of coronavirus. I sat there and couldn't help but think he was trying to make a joke about being hungover from Mexican beer. But unfortunately that was not the case. And in that moment, none of us could have foreseen the impact this virus would have on all of our lives. I can only hope that over the course of this commencement, we can let go of any doubts or angst we may feel and allow ourselves to be present in this moment, to allow ourselves to feel the excitement that traditionally accompanies this milestone. Let the pride our mothers, fathers, and guardians have, let the joy our friends, families, and grandparents feel, and let the newfound respect our brothers and sisters gained triumph over any COVID-related fears. To the graduating class of 2020, we may have not gotten the chance to spend those last precious moments together, but we will one day soon. Today does not mark the end of a tough journey, but the start of your beautiful one. Leading up to this day, I am sure a number of people had asked if there was a person or event that impacted your experience at college the most. For me, I could answer that question without hesitation and say my father. See, this is not my first experience at college. In fact, I had flunked out once before, and my dad never let me forget about it. So when I decided to come back to school, I was doing it mainly for my dad. As I left home to start my journey at what was then SNC, my father gave me the same piece of advice as he had so many times before. Elisa, be aware of your surroundings. Growing up, the seemingly customary send-off had meant nothing more than to be on the lookout for the creeps. But over the span of my college career, my understanding of what my father had meant became more clear. During my first 2 semesters here, I was hyper-focused on doing everything I possibly could to maintain my perfect GPA, to the point where I had completely tuned out everyone and everything around me at SNC. In fact, I was so distracted by my grades that the only thing I truly remember learning that year was that I have resting bitch face. And odds are the next 3 years would have been no different. But on June 15th, 2017, my father passed away. And as quickly as I lost my father, I gained an understanding of what he meant when he said to be aware of your surroundings. Yes, of course he wanted me to be safe, but more importantly, he wanted me to be aware of the present. He wanted me to not focus only on the familiar, but rather observe the things that were new to me. When I lost my father that summer, I wasn't sure I'd be able to come back the next semester. And if I did, I certainly would not have the same motivations as the year before. But in many ways, losing my father was necessary for me to become more than just a straight-A student. And as cliche as it sounds, it was the experience of losing this great man that made me realize being motivated by grades the previous year had cost me the important things in life. The connections, the opportunities, the bonds, the shared laughter, the support, and the memories. And if I could only go back in time and laugh rather than roll my eyes at my father's jokes and spend just one more moment with him. When I returned the following fall, and for the following next 3 years, I found myself constantly referring back to that simple advice my father had gave. Be aware of your surroundings. And in doing so, I began to exist in the moment. Whenever I found my tunnel vision for grades returned, I would remind myself to take a step back and connect to those around me. Fast forward to the present day, and the collaborative energy that exists at SNU has taught me to view adversity as what creates success, not prevents it. Either it be the death of a loved one or cramming for a final, there's been challenges in our lives that we did not have immediate answers. Instead, we had to slow down and experience the moment. In doing so, we connected with one another and became part of one another's educations, one another's experiences, and one another's lives. The knowledge we gained both in and out of the classroom and the relationships we have made emboldened and prepared us for the path forward. And although each of our experiences vastly differ from the next, there remain constants in each, such as challenges, the comforting noise of chickadee birds, the unknown journey ahead, and White Claws. We can't forget about White Claws. As a psychology student, I learned early on to never use the word prove, because as soon as you do, the exception will walk through the door. But as SNU graduates, it is part of our identity to leave here today and be that exception, to continue to be one of the people who beats the odds and strives to change the world. Take, for instance, business department graduates Austin Thomas and Monique Hurdle, who pitched a business idea that would help millennials navigate the financial uncertainties that exist outside of college. Or Brooke Boltz, who dedicated much of her time to monitoring the basin's water quality in hopes of preserving healthy aquatic ecology systems. Or just one of the many talented artists graduating from the Fine Arts Department, James Cohen, who said he's not sure his art is geared towards changing the world, but yet his artist mount demonstrates how crucial it is for us to continue to use our voice and share art during this confusing present. Or even myself, who along with many of the other graduates from the psychology program were invited to virtually present at UCLA's Psychology Undergraduate Research Conference. These accomplishments are all refreshing reminders that change and triumphs are still possible, even during hard times. And as easy as it is to pat ourselves on the back, graduating today in most cases would not be possible without those who were always there. So for the families who got those late night, tear-filled, stressed out phone calls, to the friends who picked up our spirits by encouraging just one more shot of tequila, To the faculty, staff, coaches, and mentors who reminded us to always give it our all. And to our significant others who cooked us dinner when we were too busy to take a break. I extend my congratulations to you all, because our success is your success. For me personally, I would like to thank Christina Frederick, Sarah Frick, Robert King, Steve Ellsworth, Jonathan Brider, and his wife Tricia. I express my sincerest gratitude for all the guidance you have provided me. To the strongest woman I know, my mother Gina. Without the constant encouragement and unconditional love you have showed me, I would not be able to stand here today. To Kyle, thank you for helping me appreciate that if every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Without the astronomical amount of support you provided me, I would not be able to call myself valedictorian. And finally, Dad, it devastates me to know that you won't be here to see me receive this award, but please know I did it for you. As my SNU journey comes to an end, I leave you this. Not unlike dealing with a deadly pandemic, we need to remember to allow ourselves to take time to enjoy the experience. Be present, listen, take pause, and never let the noise impact our focus. This kind of awareness is a lifelong lesson that, when championed and embraced, will lead us all to greatness. I thank you all for joining today and celebrating all the accomplishments that make the graduating class of 2020 much more than just the COVID class. And remember, be aware of your surroundings, not bound by them.
Hi guys, I'm Luka Gobek. I'm the president of Student Government Association of Sierra Nevada University. Every year, the student board gives a gift to the school as a thank you for everything the school has done for us. So this year, we came up with $5,000 towards the gear room. Specifically, we're buying backpacks and tents for all students that will be doing outdoor activities, as well as incoming freshmen who will be camping for a week out in these beautiful mountains with all the gear that we will provide them.
It's my pleasure to welcome and introduce our commencement speaker, Jeremy Jones. Jeremy is an accomplished filmmaker, entrepreneur, environmentalist, and snowboarding pioneer, widely regarded as one of the most legendary big mountain riders and explorers of all time. He was named the 2013 National Geographic Adventurer of the Year and voted Best Big Mountain Rider of the Year 10 times by Snowboarder magazine. Jeremy has starred in over 100 snowboard movies and videos worldwide, including his highly acclaimed foot-powered snowboarding trilogy, Deeper, Further, and Higher. He is the founder and CEO of award-winning Jones Snowboards, which is dedicated to developing the highest quality backcountry snowboards and accessories. In 2007, Jeremy founded Protect Our Winters, a global cause uniting the winter sports community against climate change, and was recognized as Champion of Change by President Barack Obama. Jeremy has appeared frequently in worldwide media, including 60 Minutes Sports, ABC's Nighttime News, The Wall Street Journal, The New York Times, Outside Magazine and TV, Men's Journal, Esquire, CNN, MTV, ESPN, Fox News, NBC, and National Geographic. Please welcome Jeremy Jones.
All right, welcome 2020 graduating class of Sierra Nevada University, and the parents and the teachers and the community. Today is a big day, and I would love to be sitting on the edge of Lake Tahoe with you celebrating this, but that's not the hand that was dealt to us. And I like to say in the mountains, take what you get, and so I am talking in front of a camera instead. but I still want to deliver the speech that hopefully gives you some guidance on this brave new path of unknown you were setting out on. I remember graduation day like it was yesterday. It was the most liberating feeling I have ever had. I was 18. It was high school graduation. I graduated $10,000 in debt from traveling the world trying to make it on the World Cup. I didn't have health insurance, didn't own a car, didn't have a license, but I had big dreams and I had aspirations and I was ready to work hard. And so headed out west with my best friend. We slept in cars, slept on the ground a lot, and just mastered the art of couch surfing over the next couple of years. And by 21, I had really made it. I had found a closet I got to move into, had my license, health insurance, and a car. By 24, my path had switched away from competitive snowboarding to making films. I met the girl of my dreams, convinced her to move in with me, and we moved into a closet that fit us both. And I'm happy to say that 20 years later, she's now my wife, and we have 2 wonderful kids. At 28, I started Protect Our Winners. A group of an organization focused on slowing down climate change. I had no idea how to do that. I did not live a perfect life. My world revolved around heli access snowboarding and snowmobile access snowboarding, but I knew there was a problem. I knew I could move the ball forward, and I just started asking people smarter than me and just got out of my comfort zone, embraced the unknown, silenced what I knew the haters would come, and started moving the ball forward because I knew it was the right thing to do. By 30, I was really cranking. I was able to afford a house and now had a young daughter and truly living the American dream. And that is when I decided, even though my career was cranking, I was having a lot of success making snowboard films, and we were using helicopters and snowmobiles largely to access the mountains, and I decided to pivot to foot-powered snowboarding. So we set out, and I had dreams. I realized I was limited to where you could take a snowmobile and a helicopter, and if I could do it foot-powered snowboarding, I had the world's mountains to choose from. And a lot of people, really kind of laughed under their breath at that decision. Oh my God, Jeremy's taking this hippie stuff, this eco stuff real serious. I can't believe he walked away from snowboarding. And we would go and ride these gnarly lines, and we'd call them like Hippie Cove and stuff. But little did they know I was going, and I was able to do the ride the best lines of my life and do it on foot. Along that time, I started Jones Snowboards. I left my comfort zone of a sponsor of 19 years. I reached out to all my business advisors and said, hey, I'm thinking of starting a snowboard company. And they said, you are crazy. This was 2008 during the financial crisis. And none of them backed it. And I had to silence them. I had to stick with my heart, stick with what I knew was right. I couldn't get out of my head, and I took the risk and started a snowboard company. I can tell you, as someone who has made a living off of finding and figuring out how to climb and ride some of the most serious mountains in the world, fear is something that I've had to really wrestle with and have an intimate relationship with, and understanding how to get over your fear. I shouldn't say get over it, but more not be paralyzed by fear. For me, that's breaking things down one step at a time, not worrying about the end goal, but just going point to point. But for all the nights that I've lost sleep over, say, a big mission the next day on my snowboard, Surprisingly, I think the most fear I've had has been this societal fear. I wrestled with the idea to start Protect Our Winters for 2 years before I finally got over my fear and said, you know what, I'm not perfect, but I'm watching the environment change and I need to do something about it, and I can do something about it. You know, largely my life has been really started with dreams, and then figuring out how to break down dreams into these steps, and just just keep moving the ball forward, and not, I guess you could say in terms of a mountain, not focusing on that summit, just focus on the next step. And I encourage you all to dream, but the reality is dreams are cheap. To achieve your dreams take a ton of work. It's important to recognize that life is precious and we have to live every day and get the most out of it. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and it's safe to say that you and myself and everyone watching this are doing pretty darn well in the grand scheme of things. Celebrate that. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Health is critical to a happy life. You will get injured. Never waste that injury. Use it to come back stronger and more grounded than ever before. Focus on your mind. It takes work to live a happy life and have a healthy mind. Seek those things that make you happy. I like to grab a piece of life every day. So a critical tool that I've used in my life has been mentors. I am always observing people who are older than me that are living the life that I want to be living. So embrace these mentors. Offer to work for free. Show up on time. Over-deliver. You know, your word is your brand. What do you want your brand to stand for? Hopefully I've given you a couple piece of advice that will put you on your path to a healthy, happy, successful life. And to think back to my graduation day, I have to ponder how much different the world is now compared to then. And the reality is we are on a path right now that we know is not sustainable. You are inheriting this planet, and we need to make a direction change. Just like in my life, I look back to, the crux of life is direction changes, and being able to do that with grace. It's really hard. It's gonna be hard. And basically society needs this major direction change, and it's not gonna happen without you. Democracy's under attack, science is under attack, and we are in an all hands on deck moment. And so I really hope that you take that college degree and not only follow your dreams, but also make the world a better place. I can say with me, my work with Protect Our Winters has really become a priority, because sadly, the words I've never heard a scientist say are, the problem's not as bad as we thought it was. Final congratulations to the class of 2020. I know this is weird times right now. I hope when the dust settles, it will settle. Get together as a class. Whoever the class president is, get booking campsites right now and go have the best time of your life together. You got to put a stamp on this chapter of your life. Have fun, and congratulations. And I guess in closing, I just want to leave with some critical sage advice that one of my key mentors, Jim Zellers, passed along to me. And it's really the tenets of the Church of the Seven-Day Recreationalists. Number one, get outside and play every day. Number two, keep your house in order and your life in order. And number three, never let number two get in the way of number one. Thank you.
Class of 2020, on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I'd like to extend my congratulations And particularly in this challenging year, the world needs more than ever the entrepreneurial leadership, the critical thinking, the communication skills you've developed here at Sierra Nevada University. But on to the business we're here for today. The Board of Trustees, in accordance with the Charter of Sierra Nevada University, reserves the authority to approve the granting of all academic degrees. With the unanimous approval of the Board of Trustees, I hereby delegate to the President the authority to confer those degrees. Mr. President, please proceed.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Sierra Nevada University, and by authority vested in me from the Board of Trustees as interim president at Sierra Nevada University, I confer upon each of you the degrees you have earned as printed in the official program for this first commencement ceremony of Sierra Nevada University, with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives pertaining thereto.
Mr. President, as Provost and the head of the Sierra Nevada University faculty, I present to you the candidates, all of whom have met the requirements for their degrees as prescribed by the faculty of the university. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Arts in Education and Master of Arts in Teaching. Dr. Winship Varner, Co-Chair, Department of Teacher Education, will introduce the candidates.
I am proud to announce the 2020 graduates from the Department of Teacher Education. Julie Anderson, Elementary Education. Anne-Marie Adelot, Special Education. Ashley Dodge, Elementary Education. Jennifer Celio, Secondary Education. Eileen Ferry, Secondary Education. Christian Francis Hayworth, Elementary Education. Catherine Elizabeth Justnich, Elementary Education. Sabine Kawaja, Secondary Education. Precious Laksamana, Elementary Education. Ariel Duffy Lacaire, Elementary and Secondary Education. William Zachary Logan, Secondary Education. Andrew Michael Lubrano, Special Education. Magan Lee Lynch, Elementary Education. Mariam Jafari Marabadi, Elementary Education. Tavi Nim, Secondary Education. Joseph Thomas O'Gorman, Elementary Education. Jennifer Payrucane, Special Education. Candace Resch, Special Education. Anna Maria Williams, Elementary Education. Kristen Torvinen, Secondary Education. Our next awards are for students graduating with a Master of Education. Itzia Guadalupe Barron Bedoya, Administration. Julie Brown, Administration. Nicole Capetillo, Administration. Jody Kim Carlisi, Administration. Jennifer Dongsoon Jang Cosby, Administration. Grant Freilich, Administration. Christine Marie Garvin, Administration. Crystal Nicole Gibson, Administration. Mario Hamilton, Administration. Charles C. Marie Holguin, Administration. Lauren Lane Hunt, Administration. Dennis Allen Lynch, Administration. Nicole Martinez, English Language Acquisition and Development. Nisha McLean, Administration. Suzanne Osborne, English Language Acquisition and Development. Tori Slight, Administration. Lindsay Sobrero Jackson, Administration. Moira Ellen Steinmetz, English Language Acquisition and Development. Stacy Lynn Wright, Administration.
All master's graduates, with the conferring of the degrees you have earned, please wear with pride your hoods, which are a symbol of your professional achievements and your dedication to your fields.
We will now recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Justin Spees, Chair, Department of Business, will introduce the candidates.
Good morning and welcome to SNU Graduation 2020. On behalf of the Business Department, we'd like to say thanks. Thank you to the families for your love and support of all of our students. Thank you to the Business Department faculty. I would like to give a special shout out to Tim Cohey, Richard Geary, Stacy Taylor, Rick Winfield, Liana Bravenel, and Jonathan Brighter. Thank you for your mentorship and working with our students. I'd like to say thank you to the staff of Sierra Nevada University for making such a great and functional place for us to learn. Thank you to the administration for your leadership. And thank you to the board of directors and our donors for your stewardship. Students, as you go into the world, we would like to challenge you. Take a look at your diploma. You will see the SNU seal. On this seal, you'll see the words integrity, courage, and stewardship. When you think of integrity, think of honesty and trust. Take responsibility for your work and keep your word by showing respect. When you think of courage, think of strength in the face of difficulty. Stand up for what you believe in. When you think of stewardship, this is the careful and responsible management of something entrusted to you. So please go forward into the world with these words, and congratulations. I would like to finish with a quote from Aristotle. It is the mark of an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it. Congratulations. And now, we are presenting the names of the graduating class of 2020. Dominic Antonucci, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management. Mike Beiro, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management and Marketing. Kevin Bishop, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing. Bilal Benhaji, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management. Jake Braun, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management, graduating cum laude. David M.F. Brown, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship and Marketing. John Gann, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management. Luca Gobek, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management, and Finance and Economics. Graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Owen Green, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management, and Finance and Economics. Keely Haglund, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics. Luke Houston, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics. Monique Hurdle, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Kevin Alexander Johnson, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Paige Mahuka Kanehailua, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management. Lance Joseph Langhals, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing. Adam Lechner, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management. Devin Lucas, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management and Marketing. Cassandra Luna Ponce, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics, graduating cum laude. Cole Lyon, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management and Marketing, and Finance and Economics, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Samuel McChesney, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management, and Finance and Economics. Joao Mendez, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management, and Marketing. Alexander Clint Mitchko, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management. Emily Noel, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management. Allison Marie Piccinini, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing. Irene Simanga Pizzini, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management, graduating magna cum laude. Elizaveta Portnova, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics. Ariel Romero, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Global Business Management, graduating magna cum laude. Jack Ross, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics. Samir Samji, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ski Business and Resort Management, graduating magna cum laude. Austin Thomas, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. John Saltonstall Van Tool, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Economics. Savannah Watson, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Maya Wiestrom, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing, and Finance and Economics, graduating cum laude.
We will now recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Art and Bachelor of Fine Arts. Sherry Lee O'Connor, Chair, Department of Fine Arts, will introduce the candidates.
I remember when we'd have a snowstorm and students were upset when we had to have graduation at the high school. I'd like to start by thanking our faculty, who are dedicated and outstanding and devote themselves to student success. Thank you, Mary Kenny, Rick Parsons, Chris Lanier, Russell Dudley, Donna Axton, Julia Schwadron, Daniel Kelly, and Anza Yarsky, who has miraculously pulled off our spring BFA exhibitions and student show. Thank you so much for your dedication. I'm also very proud of our graduates, who have been adaptive and gracious in these trying times. Here are our 2020 graduates in Fine Arts. Lucas McElroy Zanville Angier, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in two-dimensional practices. Lillian Bennett, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in interdisciplinary practices. Kiera Nicole Bernhard, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in interdisciplinary arts, graduating summa cum laude and a valedictorian candidate. Bryce Betterly, Bachelor in Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in two-dimensional practices. Muriel Campbell, Bachelor in Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in two-dimensional practices. James P. Cohen, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in interdisciplinary arts, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Adrian Pinal, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in three-dimensional practices. Brea Ropolis, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art with a concentration in digital art, graduating magna cum laude.
We will now recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Humanities, English, Psychology, and Interdisciplinary Studies. June Saracino, Chair, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, will introduce the candidates.
I'd like to recognize the Humanities faculty. Humanities faculty, could you please stand up? Yes, seriously, please, do stand up wherever you are. And Dan O'Brien, it's okay if you have a bourbon in your hand. We have an amazing faculty, and I'd like to especially recognize our program chairs, Christina Frederick in psychology, Katie Zanto in interdisciplinary studies, and Rosie Hackett in outdoor leadership and adventure. You've done an amazing job, and the entire humanities faculty has been incredible this year, as they are every year. So thank you for your commitment and your dedication. And now, the humanities department graduates. Ethan James Bollinger, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in art, graduating magna cum laude. Bryant Michael Bredbender, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Megan McGuire Brown, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating cum laude. Sadie Brown, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Annie Clements, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in biology, graduating cum laude. Christina Angela Dobson, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating cum laude. Grace E. Friedman, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating summa cum laude. Diana Abigail Santos Garcia, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Mackenzie Goby, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Alexis T. Goris, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in biology, graduating summa cum laude. Heather Brigham Hall, Bachelor of Arts in General Studies, graduating cum laude. Melanie Lynn Hansen, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. McKenna Hazelton, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Carly Joano, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating summa cum laude. Nicholas Robert Kuzinski, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating magna cum laude. Sarah Catherine Ling, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Geraldine Parada Loera, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Ryan Francis Meredith, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Delaney Miller, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, graduating cum laude. Sydney Mlodnowski, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, graduating summa cum laude. Brooklyn Morris, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Marketing. Trinity Marie Murchie, Bachelor of Arts in General Studies, graduating cum laude. Kelsey May Nalder, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Kelsey Colmenero Ramirez, Bachelor of Arts in Humanities. Elisa J. Robinson, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Marketing, graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian. Sam J. Schinkel, Bachelor of Arts in Humanities with a minor in Psychology. Michaela C. Smith, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Sana Ahmed Wagner, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Catherine Ward, Bachelor of Arts in English, graduating cum laude. Jason Bielik, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Environmental Science, graduating summa cum laude. Gabriel Dodd, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Journalism and Communication, graduating magna cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Tristan Gallo, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with a concentration in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Environmental Science. Nicholas A. Kearney, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with a discipline in New Media Journalism, graduating cum laude. Kira Jo Kleiman, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Journalism. Zachary Cronky, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Sustainability and Entrepreneurship. Ryan Alexander McCarthy, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Art, graduating magna cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Tyler Raymond, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Entrepreneurship. Phelan Alexander Robinson, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Digital Art and Entrepreneurship. Brian Sanchez, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with a discipline in Sustainability. Frank David Sanchez Jr., Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Environmental Science and Sustainability. Kelly Sharp, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Outdoor Adventure Leadership and Environmental Science, graduating magna cum laude. Tyler Joseph Silvestri, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Digital Art and Marketing. Hannah Smith, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Environmental Science and Ecology, graduating magna cum laude. Zoe Allison Tuttle, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Journalism and Communication. Elizabeth White, Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies with disciplines in Journalism and Humanities.
We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science. Dr. Andy Rose, Chair of the Department of Science and Technology, will introduce the candidates.
Sierra Nevada University students, parents, alumni, friends, family, community, I'm honored to be before you today to award the degrees for the class of 2020 in the Science Department. Before I do that, I'd like to acknowledge the contributions of our fine faculty, Dr. Steve Ellsworth, Dr. Suzanne Gallery, and Dr. Chuck Levitin. Now, for the awarding of the degrees. Victor Andrade Pinilla, Bachelor of Science in Biology, graduating cum laude. Brooke Boltz, Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Environmental Science and Ecology, graduating magna cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Sarah Jean Craigs, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with a concentration in Natural Resource Management, graduating magna cum laude, valedictorian candidate. Taylor Rose Greasley, Bachelor of Science in Biology, graduating magna cum laude. Gregory Hoover, Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Environmental Science and Ecology, graduating cum laude. Stephanie Lee Johansson, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with a concentration in Natural Resource Management, graduating magna cum laude. Kevin Knight, Bachelor of Science in Biology with a concentration in Sports Medicine. James Otto Mark Cohegan, Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in English. Haley Lazar, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with a concentration in Ecology, graduating magna cum laude. Riley Murray, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science with a concentration in Ecology. Sydney Ann Slater, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Victoria Woods, Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Finance and Economics.
All bachelor degree graduates, with the conferring of the degrees that you have earned, you may move the tassel from the right to the left of your cap in recognition of your accomplishments and of your new academic status. When my son was about to graduate from college, as you are today, he came to me and said, "Dad, I need some advice." And I said, "Sure, what advice can I offer you?" He said, "I need a career plan. All my friends have a career plan. They know what they're going to be doing over the next 10 to 20 years, and I don't." I said, "Ed, you've come to the wrong place. I never had a plan. I still don't. But as long as I can remember, since I was a little boy, I've had an overarching life goal. And then as an adult, I discovered 2 guidelines and a test that I can apply every so often. The guidelines are, do what you enjoy doing. So every day you wake up excited, committed to whatever that is. And then whatever you do, do it the best you can. So you never have to wonder how things would have worked out if only you'd really tried. And then there's the test. If you're letting your mind wander and you're thinking about doing something other than you're currently doing, it's time for a change. I say this to all graduates. With the education that you've received here, and with the personal qualities and capabilities that you have and that you'll develop in the coming years, you will be able to have passion guide your life path. And you can call it your career. From this day forward, you can live your life as an entrepreneurial leader to leave footprints on the world in the years ahead. And here's how you'll do it. You'll be creative. When faced with new challenges and opportunities, you'll force yourself to think of what is both different and better. That's hard work, but you'll do it, and it will pay off for a better world. You will make risk and uncertainty your friends, leaving your comfort zone behind. You will discover that you can learn the most, the fastest, when you don't know what you're doing. You will often imagine a bright future and your role in it. Remember this truth. Some look at the world as it is and ask why. Entrepreneurial leaders dream about a world that might be and ask why not. But life isn't about just dreaming. A dream without courage and commitment remains just a dream. You will be a doer to make your dreams real. You'll be committed in the face of adversity. Sometimes your ideas won't work, at least the first time. You understand that failure doesn't stem from defeat. Failure occurs when you stop trying. If you don't give up, you'll never fail. You'll be an outstanding and effective leader. True leaders give credit and take blame. When things go well, you will give credit to the team. And when their efforts fall short, you'll take responsibility with a commitment to do better next time. There's no limit to what you can achieve in life so long as you don't care who gets the credit. If you live your life as an entrepreneurial leader, in whatever endeavors your interests and your talents lead you to pursue, I can promise you two benefits. You will touch, in a positive way, the lives of others, and you will experience the greatest satisfaction a human being can experience. The satisfaction of looking at the world and seeing something good in it that didn't exist before, and knowing that it's there just because of you. Let's celebrate!
Dad, you're muted.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, Scott. Hey, Ada.
Champagne bottle, pour up, pour up.
Everybody. Now they're recording my phone. Congratulations, everyone!
Top left corner. Oh.
Oui.
Minus one is. We're scrolling through one at a time now. The bottom middle is first place.
Olivia, right there.
Guys,
I don't know what to do now. It's a nice day.
Yeah. No, it's fine. No, it's just there. It just takes a while.
Oh yeah,
Juste on fait deux choses à la fois.
Just so off again. Wait, hold on, guys, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, Luke? Hey, I'm muted now.
Yeah, she's just my son. No, I'm on. That on live.
Brooklyn responds by.
Outlated me. I have no idea. I see Annie here. I want to go back.
Boy, Joao.
Yeah.
Joao.
Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
Yeah. It's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. It's over 100 people on the Zoom call right now. It's very so slow. It's over 100
the beer
people.
wizard. Beer wizard costume, baby.
Private chat.
Computer's about to die.
Chris.
This is a mess. Your computer's gonna die.
I just heard you.
Wait, you have your American shirt beer wizard costume on.
Oh my gosh.
Ok, bon. De toute façon, je vais l'apprendre comment faire. Voir ce qu'il est. Je suis sûr qu'elle va oublier, qu'elle va m'appeler.
I want to say congrats to Compton.
I stopped drinking for a couple weeks. I didn't have my
What's needed? Just trying to.
Mais là, c'est. Donc là, tu faisais genre des trucs comme ça tout le temps. Tu mets là. T'as deux signes pour partager et sur ta page.
And quarantine was serious here, so I haven't been doing much. Hanging out. There's no active cases here. No active cases of coronavirus.
Cheers!
Dude, I can't believe we did it. Like, think back to those days. Chris Walton texted me all day today. It's like, remember this shit, remember, remember young SeaWorld in the
Yeah.
It's in Monterey somewhere? Marin, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, listen, Bruce.
Before professors.
You know, I can get out of top.
We want to get there at some point. Congratulations, everyone! Congratulations! Oh, thank you so Did you guys have one bedroom or two
Vamos fazer um brinde, a gente vai fazer um brinde. Aqui!
Comme je me donne le même iCloud que Chiquinot, j'ai tous ces
Right,
contacts.
let him do it, Joe. You can do it. Taking a drink.
They can hear
Do you feel better? Do you feel better like now that you moved out to Holland or in San Cruz?
Mute for that.
Hey, buddy.
So what's gonna go from here on?
There's no more. There's in the fridge.
Look at all the people who have.
I know, dude. Like think about like how you were feeling. I was thinking a lot about that today, like being there freshman year, dude. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. When my mom dropped me off and I fasted.
Where's Andy? Oh.
And like thinking about all this shit, all the stuff that we did when we were freshmen to now. Like, I don't know.
How much Mamba knows?
Ok, vraiment très bien.
Finally made it. Adrian, come here.
What did they do? No, I think you have to do a speech. Why is it just you?
Oh yeah, buddy, get back here soon.
There you are.
Marco didn't graduate, huh? He still got a few years. Marco.
Zach!
What's up, Paige?
Wow, is that your okay. Oh, hi. Hey, Robert.
Ouais, regarde-toi ça. Il faut qu'elle te voie.
Palms are sweaty. I'm getting ready. My palms are sweaty. Wow.
Tiens, mamie.
Somebody's saying palms are sweaty. It's definitely Robert.
Wow.
Je disais que mon PC, j'ai fait beaucoup de choses.
Hey, everybody mute. Before you we're gonna go to the beach with some of the graduation and Pritchie's friends.
That's pretty.
I don't know any people.
C'est quel téléphone?
Oh yeah, brother. Okay, Jackson.
Yeah, Monique, you gotta get on.
Can you guys cheer for
Moi, j'ai
King?
pas de soucis tant que bon.
Yeah, do it. You're gonna have to unmute for a second. King. Do it. He's chugging it.
Hey, someone.
King. Yeah, thank you. King. Is it now everybody mute? Is it done already?
Yeah,
Everybody's muting.
and Lucas.
Are we supposed to do tassels? They said you're doing the tassels and the
Allez, c'est mieux, c'est bon.
Hey, I think there's a lot
You're the
of
background.
All
Your turn.
Your turn.
Austin stage.
Mami, yo kota no, graduating class of 2020. There.
I can do it. If I take pictures of you,
Everybody put it down.
Knock it back.
Boy, you got my shoes on.
Who's red?
Okay, ready to go? Take pictures and go eat.
All right, bye everybody. Brian Sanchez.
Where's Brian?
Never leave.
Psychology. Sterling, I still see you. Sarah Frick, thanks for being here.
Where's Daniel?
Let me see who I still see. Look at me. There's Shannon. She's right there. Rick,
Babe, I got to look, coach.
Hey, Adrian. Yeah.
You want to take one with mom and brother?
Frankie.
Oh, there's Sarah's parents. Hey, hi, thank you for coming and staying.
I'll tell you, Brian.
Did most of us hang up? Hey, Michaela, there you are. Yay, Michaela Smith. Congratulations.
Shut up, bro.
Forever.
Came so far. You know it?
Ah, ok. Isso não, isso aqui.
There's still somebody talking in the background.
Hey,
Love that guy, man.
Jason?
Oh, Max.
Santi, how bad is my lag, guys? Actually. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Michaela. Wow.
Dude, there's so many people on this.
She's 3 hours deep on us.
There's one here. I love that guy.
Oh, we
He's
are.
so good. Chris.
Oh.
Hey, Sarah. Wait. Congratulations. Oh, where'd we go? I'm gonna keep doing this. Is there a time when we throw the hats and push the tassels, or did I miss it?
Moi, j'aime pas toi avec ta vie de Canada avec le télé.
Shout out.
Pas avec ton Canada avec ta télé.
Probably.
Avec ta télé.
Yep.
Donc là, je mets les pour la paix. Ça apparaît directement là-bas. Pas. Donc ça prend, tu vois, comme le télégramme. Ça prend comme ça.
Non, mais dans le système, on a peut-être expliqué quand même. Non, il y a vous allez toujours en fait la télé. C'est comme si vous êtes ensemble. C'est comme si on est en train de regarder un film, mais on a un quatre films. C'est quand les télés sont dans le bongo.
Ouais, non, ils sont casques de la télé, mais non, c'est autre chose encore.
Non, c'est une télé. Je veux que ça soit pas déjà dans le